It is bring back my bar time. I am so excited. I love this time of year, getting to try some discontinued fragrances that I've personally never laid my nose on, so that I can share them with you so that you know what to get during this July 2024's Bring Back My Bar. And hey, if you don't know what Bring Back My Bar is, it is an event that occurs in Scentsy 2 times a year, where Scentsy posts a whole bunch of discontinued fragrances for the community, consultants, and customers to vote on their favorites, and then whichever bars get voted the most return in a Bring Back My Bar event. Now, these events are typically a month long, and you are able to purchase these discontinued fragrances for that month. In our case, it will be July of 2024. We have 25 fragrances returning to us this season. 20 of those were voted back by us, and 5 of those were actually handpicked by our interim CEO, Dan Orchard, and I will point out those 5 when we get there. We've got all of our Bring Back My Bars categorized in alphabetical order, so I'm just gonna start with A and then we'll end with W. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my content coming up in the future. Let's get into this. All right, our first one is Apple Crush. I'm gonna preface this entire video, I don't believe there's any fragrances in this Bring Back My Bar bundle that I have smelled yet. So these are all brand new sniffs to me. So you're gonna get my true first impression reaction with all of these fragrances today. So again, we are starting with Apple Crush, and I'm gonna go ahead and read the description first. So this is a 1-2 punch of green apple and sweet apple blossom. I'm excited for this because I love pear blossom, so let's see if I like apple blossom. Okay, it's kind of a light green apple scent. I'm not really getting a lot of apple blossom. It's mostly just green apple, but it's not so strong in your face green apple. It's just kind of like a mild green apple scent. Overall, this one's okay. It might smell a little bit different on warm. I'll have to test this one out to see. Next, we've got Berries Jubilee. And this one's description is, juicy ripe summer berries in a billowy cloud of whipped cream laced with vanilla. So we've got summer berries, whipped cream, and vanilla. Okay, I do like this one. I definitely am getting the whipped cream, and the berries kind of smells like a refreshing summer dessert, like whipped cream parfait with berries on top or something. It smells really good. I like this one. Number 3, we've got Berry Bubble Blue. I'm intrigued by the name here. This one is a delicious blast of blue raspberry, tart green apple, and sponge sugar will brighten up bath time, bedtime, anytime. Okay, so that's probably why it's called Bubble Blue. It does have bubbles on the cover. I should have picked that up. I was thinking bubble gum, but maybe it's more like bubble bath. Okay, this kind of smells like blue cotton candy. I was worried that the green apple would be prominent in here. Honestly, it's like a hint of blue raspberry and cotton candy. This one's nice. So if you're big into sweet, like gourmand candy-like fragrances, you'd probably really like this one. Number 4, we've got Blackberry Meringue. This one is blackberry, sugared fig, black plum, and a pinch of ground spice mingle deliciously in this to die for sensory dessert. Interesting. Blackberry, sugared fig, ground spice. I like this one. It's very different from some of the other Scentsy bars that I have. So I like that it's very unique. I don't think I've smelled another Scentsy bar like this one. It definitely smells like a gourmand berry fragrance. Yeah, something like a deep berry in there. I'm almost getting a tiny touch of brown sugar and the sweetness from the meringue, I like this one. I do tend to prefer gourmand fragrances, so I think that's why. It's very unique. I would recommend laying your nose on that one if you're curious. I think that one is going to be a pretty safe blind purchase. All right, next up we've got Breakfast Blend. And when I saw this one, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is this another coffee fragrance? Oh, I love coffee fragrances. So let's see what the description is. Get buzzed on the pure scent of rich, just brewed coffee. We've got Hazelnut Cream, which is a coffee fragrance. We've got Perk Me Up, which is a great coffee fragrance. But both of those have like creams and other, fragrances in it. So this is just brewed coffee. Let's smell. Okay, yeah, so this one's kind of rich on the, how do I put this, on the coffee grounds. Yeah, this smells like really toasty coffee grounds. It's almost giving me Friends, the Friends bar vibes, where it's got a little bit of like a burnt smell to it, but it doesn't smell like burnt crackers. Or maybe it kind of does. I'll need to try this one on warm because I think, and I hope that it'll smell more like coffee. Just kind of smells like burnt crackers. I don't know why I'm getting that scent with some of these coffee fragrances, but interesting. I kind of had high hopes for this one, but I guess because it doesn't have sugar and cream in it, it doesn't smell like the coffee scents that I typically go for. But coffee just the same, just like very strong coffee grounds is how I would describe that one. Fun fact, in addition to these Bring Back My Bars this year, we are also bringing back some pods in the Bring Back My Bar fragrances. Not all of the fragrances will have pod forms, but some of them will, and I will point those out as we go. But next up, we've got Buzzworthy. So it looks like this. Guessing that this one's gonna have some sort of honey note in here, but let's read the description. Spread the word about this tasty blend of sugared almonds, creamy vanilla, and a drizzle of sweet honey. Ooh la la. The honey is super prominent. Did I say sugared almonds? This is delicious. This is a sweet sugar bomb of honey and almond extract and that vanilla. Creamy and delicious and sweet. Love it. Not too strong on the honey though. I know honey can be a little bit overpowering, but it's just like a slight drizzle of honey. I think that's what the description says. It's just a little drizzle of honey. You get mostly creamy vanilla and that like almond scent. So like that one. That one's cool. Next, we've got Coconut Citrus Parfait. Ooh, this one smells really good. There's something sweet in here. I didn't read the description yet, but I can tell you there's something sweet in this one. Definitely citrusy. Let's pause here and read the description. So, Coconut Citrus Parfait is creamy coconut milk and vanilla bean with a hint of citrus. Okay, so vanilla bean, you get that. You also get like a milkiness from that coconut milk. And then a touch of sweet citrus. That is delightful. If you're any bit into citrus and gourmands, you'd probably really, really like this one. Next up, we've got Coconut Daiquiri. The description for this one is a tropical blend of coconut milk, banana, and vanilla cream that's as refreshing as it is sweet. Interesting. So I've only ever smelled one other bar that had banana in it from Scentsy, and I was not a fan. I don't really go for artificial banana scents or flavors, to be quite frank with you. I just don't really tend to like them, but maybe if it's blended nicely with the vanilla and the coconut, it'll be kind of like a smoothie. So let's check it out. Ooh, that is refreshing. It does actually smell like a creamy, sweet smoothie. I like it. I get like a twinge of artificial banana, but overall it is creamy, like you're drinking like refreshing, like a smoothie. Like that's actually better than expected. Next, I've got Dark Harbor, and we are at our first Scentsy pod fragrance. So Dark Harbor will be coming back as both the bar and as a pod, so you can get both if you like. And this one was also a Dan Orchard hand-picked scent too. So this one was not voted back, but we have it anyway and we get to enjoy it. So let's read the description for Dark Harbor. A romantic, exotic fragrance of lime and blue-green mint with notes of watery ocean lavender and mysterious amber. Okay, I'm getting an impression here. This might be more of a manly kind of a fragrance. So let's just smell it and see. Oh my gosh. Flashback to Blue Sage and Tonka vibes. Woo! That is strong. It definitely smells like men's cologne, but not like a kind that I would really love because it's very, very sharp. Oh gosh, it's just like straight up the nose cologne into my head for a headache. Oh boy. Okay, so I don't know if that's the mint here, if that's the ocean lavender, or the lime, or just the combination of it all. Ooh, not a fan. I don't really care for cologne fragrances from really anywhere. I'm just not a fan of that, especially for home fragrance. Now, if this were on a man, that would be different, probably, because it'd be mixing with their body chemistry and producing its own scent. But in this case, ooh, I'm not a fan. It's very sharp, very pungent. It just goes straight through my nose to my brain, and it's a bit heavy. So if you absolutely hands down love all things to do with cologne types of fragrances, you're probably really gonna love Dark Harbor. I just know it's not for me. Hey, and I just want to let you know that there is an opportunity available to you if you are interested. I am looking to sell some of the extra Bring Back My Bars and different bars in different sets that may not have been personal favorites of mine, but maybe they're personal favorites of yours. So if you're interested in seeing what I have available in stock, go ahead and sign up with the link below. It is a SurveyMonkey link. You're going to sign up there. You're going to give me your email address and I can add you to my emailing list. And then that way you will always be up to date with all of the different items that I have from Scentsy that are in stock that are only available from me because I have actually purchased the items and have them in my home even when they're no longer available on the website. So go ahead, click that link, get signed up, and you can see what I have to offer. Number 10, we're already on 10. We're doing pretty good so far, right? We've got Dulce de Leche. Let's read the description before I get too far ahead of myself here. I'm excited for this one. This is a silky sweet golden custard of sugary caramel, rich cream, and just a touch of warm vanilla. So sugar, 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 and vanilla. Sounds right up my alley, to be quite honest with you. That is sweet, creamy caramel. Yum. But not so heavy caramel. You definitely... Oh, I take that back. It is very strong caramel. On the back, it smells a little bit stronger of the fragrance, and I definitely get the golden custard note in here as well. It's like golden custard and caramel is like what's popping out to me, and it smells really good. I do love my sugary scent, so interested and curious to know what this is going to smell like on warm. But if you are not a gourmand person, I would probably stay away from this one just because it is very much a sugar bomb. It is a sugar crash waiting to happen. On to number 11, we've got Farmer's Market. We've got some apple slices on the front here, so that tells me maybe it won't smell like vegetables like I thought it might. This is Crunchy Carrot. Oh, I take that back. Those are apples, right? Yeah, there's apples on the front here. But there's no apple in the descriptions. That's very fascinating. I don't understand that. It does have vegetables in it. I thought it was going to. Okay, so this is Crunchy Carrot and Cucumber with a hint of rose. Will have you seeing and smelling green. Okay, so very green fragrance that we're about to smell here. Not typically a huge fan of green, but every now and then there'll be one that I like. So let's give it a smell. This one's not so bad. I think the cucumber makes it really refreshing, and the carrot almost makes it not as potent. on the green. Oh, but the back smells very much like grass. Or like vegetables, like green vegetables. I get a little hint of rose in here too. I think that's actually what's making this a little bit more tolerable. I think the cucumber makes it refreshing. The rose makes it tolerable. It's not so heavy green, but it does smell like green vegetables overall. So this one will be an interesting one to warm. I want to know who voted back this one and what you liked about it. I'm always just so fascinated by the like vegetable smelling bars. I think they're so different. Number 12, we've got Happy Go Lucky. And here's another one that will be returning with a pod as well. Happy Go Lucky is luscious red berries, silky orchid, and Japanese plum floating on a cloud of amber vanilla. Ooh, okay. Amber vanilla sounds really good. I like the berries. The orchid and the plum, curious about. So let's smell. Okay, it smells like a sweet floral, almost like peony or like sweet pea, but better, especially on the back. Oh man, the berries come through on the back here. The berries and the vanilla. Ooh, that smells really good. Okay, the back smells really good. The front smells a little bit softer, kind of more like leaning into that orchid. But the back is like berries and vanilla and amber. Oh, that's delightful. Really like this one. Okay, Happy Go Lucky. I have to keep that one in mind. Next up, we've got Highway Run. And I'm already concerned because this is like a gray bar. And I don't think I possess any gray bars in my collection that I have obtained through like intentional purchasing. And by that, I mean the only gray bars that I have in my collection are in my get rid of pile, and they've usually come to me through mystery bundles or through Bring Back My Bar. The description for Highway Run is toss the map and go where the wind takes you as crisp, adventurous notes of eucalyptus bud, cedar, amber, and vetiver grass lead the way. All right, I'm getting manly vibes there from the notes. The vetiver, grass, cedar, eucalyptus even can be kind of more unisex. So let's see what this one smells like. Okay, this smells like a really handsome man. Maybe he's older and mysterious. I actually like this. I like this fragrance, but I would like it better if it were like on a person, I think, than like one to warm in my home. But this is like the first gray bar that I think I could tolerate. Now it's very cedar heavy on the back here. And the vetiver. I'm smelling cedar and vetiver in the back. What am I smelling in the front? Probably the eucalyptus, if I had to guess. And the amber. So I'm smelling eucalyptus and amber on the front, and I like that, but I'm smelling vetiver and cedar in the back, and I'm not liking that. So I'd be interested to know what this would smell like on warm, where everything's kind of blending together. But the top part of that I really do like. I think it would smell very good as a cologne. Next we've got Juicy Peach. This one is mouth-watering, freshly picked, sweet, juicy peach. Okay, so Juicy Peach. Go ahead and maybe go straight for the back here. Get the full effect. Yeah, it smells like Juicy Peach. I feel like there's a touch of something spicy in this. Maybe it's just so strong peach that it's just coming off that way. I don't know. Be interested to see this one on warm too. I do love peach fragrances, but usually I love them blended with some sort of blossom or something like that, like peach and pear blossom. That would be an interesting scent. I would be interested to smell a peach and pear blossom fragrance. Overall, it smells like Juicy Peach. It smells good. If you like peach, you would like that. On warm, it may be stronger because of the way that that presents in the bar. Next up, we've got Lemon Lavender, and this was a hand-picked fragrance from Dan Orchard. And I love this two-toned. We got yellow on the label and lavender in the base there in the wax. This is an inviting blend of tangy lemon and sweet lavender flowers. So I love lavender fragrances and I love lemon fragrances, but I don't think I've smelled lemon and lavender together. So let's smell it. Instant classic. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So last Bring Back My Bar, we had this Lots of Lavender bar that came out, which was like a soft, straight lavender scent. And I liked it okay, enough that I put it in my Scentsy Club, but I'll probably be taking that one out because it's okay. It's not like a favorite. Like I said, I like lavender, but it's really not, like, I like other things more. This smells fantastic. Like, I'm already really big into lemon, but adding that fresh lavender in there, oh, this is bursting juicy lemon with a hint of lavender. Instant love. Smells kind of more along the aromatherapy lines. So like it would be more like sensually refreshing, relaxing, but there's a little bit of that citrusy tang to it. So it's like bright and rejuvenating. Right, next, we've got Lemon Verbena. This is another one that's going to come back in the bar and a pod. And this one is fresh lemon zest, bright lime, and verbena leaf. Okay, so you do get a green note from that verbena leaf, but the lemon and the lime in here smells pretty good. I would almost prefer this to have lemon, lime, and sugar instead of that leaf, but you know, I think it smells more natural and more like you're kind of out amongst palm trees and you're sipping like a lemon lime soda in the breezy Palm Beach setting. So I like it for that reason. It gives off a different vibe. I think I like this one. Next up is Lime and Sugarcane. Lime and Sugarcane cooled by an accord of frozen mint. Interesting, mint. I was not expecting mint to be in something like this. That's not bad. Ooh, that's cool and refreshing and zesty and crisp. I'm a fan. It's more of like a fruity fresh kind of a fragrance, but I really, really like that. It's not the fruity gourmand that I thought this was going to be, or even maybe like a mojito. It's not really like that. It's fruity fresh with a burst of lime. It's pretty good, actually. I like the mint in there too. It's not so minty. It's not like toothpaste minty or anything like that. It's just like a cool, refreshing undertone. Next up, I've got Red Delicious. This is crisp, juicy apples fresh from the orchard. And yeah, it smells like red apples. Nothing too special here for me. Just your basic Red Delicious red apples. Nice and fruity. If you like apple scents, you would like Red Delicious. Next, we've got Reggae Sunset. This is juicy mandarin and orange blossoms with hints of lime and a spicy finish. Ooh, okay. It's gonna be a unique one, I think. Ooh, I like it. It's very different from the other fruit fragrances that I have in my collection. I'm trying to think what stands out here. The mandarin and the blossoms. I don't know what it means by a spicy finish. I'm not really getting like pepper, unless it's like maybe like a tiny hint of cayenne. But nothing in here is so spicy. I'm not really getting the spice unless it's like a jalapeno note or something like that. But that's not like giving it heat or anything. It's just kind of giving it a little flair. I need to warm this one to figure out what's going on there. We're on number 20. This one is Sandalwood and Cranberries. Exotic sandalwood, sweet cranberries, and spice. I feel like I've smelled this before, but I don't know where or in what context. Kind of smells like a potpourri. Maybe that's what I'm smelling. It's like a potpourri, like a typical cinnamon and cranberry kind of a scent. I like it. It smells like it would be a really good like home fragrance. Like it smells very homey and comforting. So I like it for that reason. The cranberries are not super juicy and they don't stand out, but you do smell like that cranberry undertone with the sandalwood, and a little bit of cinnamon is what I'm getting in here. But it's not spicy. I wouldn't say this is a spicy scent. It definitely leans more woodsy with a touch of the cranberry fruity scent. And this one is returning to us because it was handpicked by Dan Orchard. We are down to our last 5, and the next one we have here is Sea Salt Mist. Conjure a gentle tide lapping against driftwood, a rustle of beach grass, a spray of ocean mist, and sea salt with bright mandarin and sultry amber. There's a lot going on in this one. There's like at least 5 notes, I think, highlighted there. That's so many. It's not normal. Usually there's like 3 or 4 like prominent notes. But this one's got a lot. Interesting. This smells like a popular cologne and I can't put my finger on it. Oh, it's gonna bug me. I feel like I've smelled a cologne recently that smells like this. Very interesting. It is not a very pungent or in your face kind of a cologne, but a cologne nonetheless. The driftwood stands out, the beach grass, and the ocean mist for sure. I think the amber too is kind of tying it all together for me. Is this Versace? Oh, what is it? Prada Ocean. Versace has a blue one. I can't think of what it is. But yeah, the amber stands out, the ocean mist and the driftwood I think are like the more prominent notes here. Now on warm, they might all kind of come into play. But interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think for me, I'm going to categorize it as a cologne scent, and I don't really go for those. But if you like them, you've got plenty to choose from in this set of Bring Back My Bars. 4 to go, and this one is Sea, Sun, and Fun. Summer fun, a splash of salt water, an orange twist, scattered lily petals, and rays of sunny amber. So orange, lily, amber, and water. Let's see. Oh man, it's a very aquatic kind of another cologne scent. This one's a bit fresher than the other ones. It's a little pungent on the back, and by pungent I just mean it's very strong. I don't know if that orange twist is kind of like carrying that, what is it? The lily and the salt water is definitely like a fresh cologne aquatic fragrance. For me, it's I probably wouldn't go out of my way to get another bar of that. Next up is another hand-picked bar from Dan Orchard, and it is also going to return in the pod form, and this is called Shaka. Classically cool, rich sandalwood infused with a splash of bergamot and lime. I'm noticing a theme here. There's a lot of cologne fragrances going on. Is that what everybody likes? Am I just the weird one here? I mean, I can't say for sure that's what this was going to smell like, but usually bergamot, sandalwood, lime. I mean, they've been in other cologne fragrances that we've seen so far, so guess we'll just smell it and see. All right, this is a cologne scent that I can get behind. I think the lime and the sandalwood do it for me. This is actually quite nice. Again, I would prefer this on a man. Like, I'd prefer this on a person because it smells attractive. I don't know that I would want this as, you know, something in my home. But because of that lime in there, it makes it a little bit more fruity and for me, a little bit more tolerable. So Shaka, not bad, actually. Kind of like that one. Out of all the cologne ones, that one's not too bad. All right, we are down to our last 2. Number 24, we've got Surfer Chick. I love the title of this one. Very curious to know what's in here. This is bubbly lemon tonic and guava. Frolic with sweet cherries and blackberries in this youthful scent. Oh boy, it sounds like something I would like. Smells like something I would like. It smells very fruity, just a slight powderiness to it, and very sweet. I like that. The berries are definitely prominent in here, so if you like berry scents, I would go for this one. Blackberries and cherries is what I mean by berries there. You do smell that. And then the guava, yeah, it's just nice. It's just like a slightly powdery, candy-like fruity scent. So that one's quite nice. And then last but not least, number 25, we have Wild Watermelon. And this one is a fun and fruity fragrance bursting with ripe watermelon, green apple, and scrumptious sugared pineapple. This one was also handpicked by Dan, and it will be also returning as a pod. Let's give this one a smell. We've got green apple, watermelon, and sugared pineapple. Oh man, okay, this is kind of bringing me back. I used to chew a bubble gum that smelled just like this, but it was watermelon flavored. So that's probably why. Yeah, the watermelon in here is what stands out for sure. I think that sugared pineapple is kind of blending in there as well. Overall, it's not bad. It's a little nostalgic for me, and I don't know in what kind of way, because I think I chewed so much of that watermelon gum that I kind of got tired of that scent and flavor. But honestly, smelling this, it smells pretty good again. So maybe I'll give this one another try. Oh my goodness. Well, that is all of the 25 returning Bring Back My Bar scents for July 2024. If you're still with me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That just helps my channel grow even more so that it can get out to new faces and more people, and we can continue to serve this fragrance community in that way. And it also helps to support my channel. So thank you for doing that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can stay in touch as I post more fragrance related content. Stay tuned because I will intend on filming a Scentsy Club updates with all of the Bring Back My Bars. So I'll go through and I'll pick which ones I want to add to my Scentsy Club before they return to being discontinued. I also plan to do a Bring Back My Bar warming video where I pick a few of these bars, not all of them, but a few of them, and I'll warm them and I'll give you a warm review on those as well. So those are coming. Stay tuned. In the meantime, I'm going to sprinkle some videos down here so you can keep watching, and I will catch you there. Bye!